was there the day that Jesus walked into the temple. At first, he just stood there, almost like he couldn't believe what was happening. But then I saw it, a fire growing in his eyes. I'd come from Galilee to the place where God said he'd meet us. Did it feel like a scam? Definitely. I couldn't afford a lamb for my sacrifice, so I had to settle for one of those overpriced pigeons. As a young wife and mother, there's a name that you never expect to be called. Widow. I never realized how safe I had felt with my husband around until he wasn't there. After that, it felt like being surrounded on every side with nothing between my babies and a world of vipers except me. Just me. So I stood there that day at the temple and watched as Jesus took a whip and drove the businessmen out. He poured their money on the ground. But there was something about the expression on his face. I recognized it. It was as if vipers were threatening his kids. He told them, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." I'm embarrassed to admit it, but it took me 3 years to figure out what he meant by that. I'm a slow learner. He wasn't talking about the building. That was a place where dishonest men put their grimy fingerprints all over God's glory. They defiled the intimate process of worshiping Him. But you know, that day wasn't about destruction. Not really. It was about hope. Because now, worshiping God, it's all about Jesus. When I think back to that day in the temple, it felt like being rescued. Life can still be brutal. My kids' appetites, they're still growing. I still cry a lot. But He made a place for me to be still. A place where rest and trust meet right there at God's feet. And the price of that access, paid in full because of Jesus. He conquered death, and that's how I make it through life.